everyone, just gonna get started in a few minutes. Hey everyone, sorry I just found something I forgot to put away. So let's put that right there so I don't lose it. Welcome to my Lives of July. My name is Rachel. For those of you who are just randomly wandering in through a YouTube watch, tonight I'm going to make a scrapbooking process video, and then I had something planned, but I don't know what it is. Like, I put it aside as a thought for my third week, but I have no memory of what it is. So if you're here, come on and say hello. I think I'm down to one person now. I think people popped in and said, "What's this?" Oh, not of general interest. Thank you very much. Hey, Tina. Hi, Tammy. Oh, look, two people. Okay, people are popping back in. All right, so I have been, over the past few days, making a bunch of page kits. I showed you the first one I made in my first Live at July. So when you see what I mean by bunch, I literally mean bunch. I don't want to tip it so too much, but this is completely full. It's more full because there's just like stuff in here, but so it is just, each one is a page kit. This is what I plan to work with over the next month and a half, 6 weeks, I don't know, August and whatever's left of July. This is the second to last one. I have one more that I'm having trouble picking out the papers. Same issue I had with this. My nephew is wearing a burgundy sweater. He is standing in front of the Christmas tree, but the layout has nothing to do with Christmas. And I don't have a lot of burgundy. So same, I'm also trying to pick out stuff for his birthday dinner, and once again, he's wearing burgundy, and I have to like burn all his clothing that is burgundy because I own nothing. Oh, you're getting your hair done, Tina. That's nice. Hi, Kim. Hey, I'm going to be in Ohio in October, in Dayton. It's where my cousins are from, and one of them is getting married. All right, so anyway, I did finally decide, I did finally manage to pull some things. I know I'm pulling Aqua into it, and he's not really wearing any Aqua, but I like Aqua. I've got a bunch of it, so that's what I'm going for. So I have this one photo of my nephew, and then what I pulled from my random paper container, this wood grain, and this is from Cottage Living by Jen Hadfield for Pebbles, and this is from 2014. And then I also pulled this paper from Bo Bunny. Let's see, what's it called? Sweet Life. And this is from 2015. Now, I actually have not owned this paper for that long. This was given to me at Heather's Crafty Life. Oh my gosh, give me 1 second. You know what it is? It's because, hold on. My brain is having a little moment here because her YouTube channel is not her name, and so it's Scrapping on the Go, but my brain cannot think of her actual name. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I'm blanking on her name like this. Well, oh my goodness, it's gonna drive me crazy. Scrapping on the Go is her YouTube name. I want to say like Dottie or something like that. Oh, I've been Columbus. That's where I flew into last time I went to Ohio. Anyway, she was kind of curating little page kits, and she gave me these 2 pieces of paper, and then actually also at that same crop, my secret sister was Amanda, and one of her gifts to me was this cut apart sheet, also from, no, actually from Recollections, but it's in the style of Jen Hadfield. So I thought I would put these together. I pulled some stuff from my stash. These are some Chamel Little by Little die cuts, I think. Some acrylic pieces from Color Cast Designs, and then some random flair. And so I also pulled in that this washi tape. It's from Simple Stories Carpe Diem. I don't know, it just matched the color, and I always say, you know what, I never use washi tape, so we'll see what can happen. Hey, Jenny. Okay, so it's a 1 photo, 1 page layout, which I know is not everyone's favorite kind, but quite often, especially since I scrapbook an 18-year-old, it's all I have. And I did want to tell this story, and I'm not going to do the journaling on screen simply because, wow, would that be boring. But there is a longish story with this, and I'm kind of gonna not really make fun of him, but it's kind of gonna be an I told you so, because sorry, I'm reading the chat. I shouldn't probably try to read and talk at the same time. He was going into an interview. It happened to be on Christmas Eve, which is why our tree is up. I was at work. My housemate took the photo, and she didn't send it to me until afterwards, at which point I would have said, could you take a photo not in front of the Christmas tree? Since, like, the idea of the interview was not that it's a Christmas interview. So, but this is the photo I have, so this is the photo I'm going to scrapbook, because really, it's not the quality of the photo that matters. It's really just the snapshot of a memory. I have scrapbooked many, many layouts that have just really bad photos, because for the majority of my life, I've taken really bad photos. It's only since the onset of phones and editing and digital products that my photography has not improved per se, but my ability to edit has improved. For those of you who like watching Xanthi's antics, she is considering joining us right now. She has been in a funk. My nephew is attending a summer college program, and he has been away except on weekends. And at the same time, my housemates, my nephew's mom, who's my best friend, he's my honorary nephew, he, at the same time as he left, my housemate's mom had an illness and is in a rehab center, so we took her dog. So there is no extra human and 1 extra dog here. So she has been punishing me by ignoring me, except in the middle of the night, and then she wants to sleep on me. In case you didn't know, I'm in Connecticut. It's really hot here right now. In fact, I have 1 more live in July to do for next Tuesday, but I will be honest, we are supposed to be going through a heat wave, and it was going to be hitting triple digits next week, like every day. I'm going to have to consider that, because I don't run my air conditioner while I'm on here. Ow, my cat is attacking my feet. Oh yeah, Danielle, the photos, like, it was hilarious. Let me finish the story about the heat wave. I'm gonna have to see what it's like. I may postpone it maybe till, it won't be in July, obviously, because July ends that Wednesday. But I might just do my last live in July on the weekend when it's supposed to get down to be cooler. We'll see what it's like. It's actually pretty stuffy in here right now, but I will try to see what I can do. Speaking of photos, as I was interrupting myself, Sorry, I'm just trying to read these. Deciding. I thought I was going to go with Whatever You Are, Be a Good One. And then maybe Happy Day as well. So, you know, my nephew, for this program, he comes home on the weekends. And I had to ask him, I'm like, have you even taken one photo? And he's like, no. He's like, I'm in class. What am I going to take a photo of? My books? I'm like, okay, fine. So, he ended up forwarding me an email. I guess they did take photos of the group as a whole, and then they're sectioned into, like, not a counselor, but like a peer mentor, that's what they're called. They're sectioned into groups with a peer mentor. So they took a picture of his group, and then they took a picture of all 75 kids. So he forwarded that to me, and I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. He's like, yeah. So he doesn't, like, on purpose necessarily not take photos. It's just not something that's in his, you know, periphery of mind. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and use this Bo Bunny paper to mat my photo. Now my thinking here is it's opposite, the gold is kind of opposite the burgundy on the color wheel. Also, and I know you're not going to see a lot of it because I'm just using it as a mat, my nephew, at this point, he was in high school, and the high school he went to was a classical themed high school. They took Latin for 7 years. They were really big into the classical theme of education. So the laurel wreaths make sense in my brain beyond just, you know, being a good color match for the burgundy. Just go ahead and do that. Yes, it is very hot here in Connecticut. It's been very hot here, and on Sunday it was so hot and there was no wind, and my nephew is, even though he's 18, he doesn't have a license yet because he lost interest in the license once he found out he wasn't going to be allowed to drive into school, because he went to a magnet school in the capital city in the state where we live, and his mother had zero interest in allowing her son to drive into the major city at rush hour time every morning. So once he found out that there would be no driving to school, he readily lost interest in getting his license. So now he has to get his license because I've told him, because I've driven him to school every day since he was in 6th grade, and I told him I'm not driving him to college. So he's going to have to learn to do something else. All right, so I've got this here, and I think I don't like that crooked on there. That way, maybe. Go out. Do I want it straight up and down? No, I think I like it curved out and curved out. And then I think what I'm going to do is build a shelf with the washi tape. I might go and get a second kind. Danielle. Yes, it is older paper, Danielle. I don't know if you were here at the beginning. It is, yes, I like that, but I think I am going to get some other. I've got some navy polka dot. And then I wonder if I have anything. Woo! I'm fine. Cat's fine too. She decided that she was going to lay on the floor next to my feet. I did not notice. Oh, no. You don't have to be here at the beginning. No one's complaining, except Xanthi. She's very much complaining right now. Yeah. Okay. So you won't see all of the navy, but it'll be fine. And then I'm going to add some gold glitter shimmer trim from Close to My Heart. This is, I believe that's Recollections. That also is actually a gift from Amanda, my secret sister, at the crop I went to back in October 2018. Oh my goodness. The problem with the shimmer trim is it's very hard to get the backing off. Hi, Anne. Welcome to my live in July. Xanthi just tried to kill me. Hi. Oh, now she's like, what's that? Can I have that? So I'm going to sacrifice the plastic piece. Maybe she'll not try to kill me once again. Okay. So has anyone or everyone or whatnot been watching? Ooh, I likey. I likey. I think I'll put my title over here. Has everyone been binge watching something because it's summertime, Netflixy or something? We do levels of entertainment. We watch new things when we want to pay attention, and we watch old things when we want just background noise, and that's just, while we read, or if I'm editing videos, I like background noise. I am watching Designated Survivor on Netflix because they made a 3rd season. And then my roommate and I are rewatching CSI New York for our, hey, it's 9 o'clock at night and I'm not actually paying attention to anything, so let's put on that. And then my housemate is watching Crossing Jordan, which I don't believe she said. I think she said she's never actually watched it before. So it's not new to her. We're going to have to think about that one. So I like this because it's a badger and he's a Hufflepuff, and that only makes sense if you're a Harry Potter fan. So he would like it if I could get this on here, but I just don't know if I can get this on here. We'll have to see. All right, so I think I actually like this. It's kind of just randomly placing things down. This I know is floating out in space, but I'm going to put the title right here. I think this is going to be a really quick layout. Cool thing, I can do a second one and have plenty of time because we're only at 6:02. So this just happens to be one of those really quick layouts that happens sometimes. Sometimes it works out. Sometimes I sit here for an hour going, should I use blue or black ink? Yeah, because I'm a crazy person. I wonder if I could put this behind it and layer it. Oh, I think I like that. What do you think about the heart? Let me know in the comments, if you can. All right, so I need something smallish because and I think I'd like white. I don't have a ton of white, just because I find I'm drawn to white, but then I find it hard to use. Do you know? Oh, hey Debbie. I missed almost all. That's okay. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do another one too, so it'll be fine. This one just happened to come together really quickly. Because I will say the one photo ones can come together on the quicker side. Yeah, I think I like the way this is all placed. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get the badger on, but that's okay. It happens. I will do another layout. I can do a layout about all the Harry Potter crap we all own, for that matter. So yeah, I find that I like white alphas, but everything has to be dark in order to use it. Xanthi has decided to chew on plastic because she's angry at me. So these die cuts that are from Chamel Little by Little. So the star, the typewriter, the heart, and the book, some of them are embossed. So it just makes it a pain in the butt. Really, Xanthe? You can't just sit in your fancy box and watch me work? No, of course not. All right, let me see about the flare. I think I like that. And I like that. I'm still thinking on what I'm going to use for the title, which is why I switched. Anytime, like, the idea doesn't come to my brain right away, I just go ahead and switch to do something else. Because otherwise, I'll just sit there for an hour going, this or that, and it's just not, fruitful. Oh, so what I was going to say before is I have a whole crud ton of the little mini ones put out by Pink Paisley, and I've lost my original ones, which were the navy and the white, which of course would be perfect. They're somewhere, obviously. I just don't know where they are, and that's actually quite odd for me. Usually I have a very good grasp on what I have in my stash. So I am going through, and I'm trying to decide if I want white or gold. I could do gold. I have these. I might have enough. Let's see. I have to spell I-N-T, we get to the tough ones, E-R-V-I-E-W. We got all the letters, ladies! Whoop whoop! It's always bad when, like, you're getting to, like, the end of the word and it's like, crud! No, not the end. I think I tended to use the smaller ones rather than the larger ones. That's why there's plenty left. Okay. Spelling and talking at the same time, not the world's, oh, you know what? I don't know how, that's not really super readable. I think I'm going to have to go with a no on that. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go for the white. If the brown is too brown, it just, the gold blends in. Well, that's unfortunate. All right, what have I got? I have these, which I kind of like because the cut apart ones are very sans serif, straight up and down, and then this is really curly. So let me see what we got here. So these are from Hip Kit. They came in a grab bag I got. That is the end. That is Archie. Sadie doesn't wear her tags on her collar because she's scared of them. All right, so that's the eye. I don't know, there's someone outside apparently. Sorry, I'm trying to find all the letters. So anyways, I am watching Designated Survivor on Netflix, and then we did watch Stranger Things. I'm going to have to get my pokey tool for that one. And we watched it all in one day, because we're horrible people like that, so. The decision-making skills of a 12-year-old sometimes. All right, so I-N, yeah, learn how to spell. There's a T before the E. Oh, now I'm scooting stars all over the place. I-N-T-E-R. It's funny because there are like 8-year-olds who can spell words I'm not even sure actually are words. And I am trying to remember how to spell interview. Basic word. Try to get, that was sentence that didn't actually make. Does everyone work out? Tammy's asking if everybody works out of kits. I usually work out of the collection. Is that an R or is that like, am I a crazy person? Yeah, no, that's what the R looks like. That's interesting. Whatever. VIDW. The R looks just like a V. So let's see if we can scoot that down a little bit, make it look more like an R. It's like, why can't you have the little starting thing? Maybe I'll see if I can figure that out. VIEW. So I work either within a collection normally, just because that's the easier thing for me, and I'm all about the easy. And as I said, I put together a whole bunch of page kits, once again, just to make my life easy. Most of the page kits came out of what's the word I'm looking for? The collection. I just took pieces from that collection. The only non-ones in that case are, oh gosh, I really hate that R. Ones that I only bought a couple of papers and not necessarily, I wonder if it's better if I angle it the other way. Ones where I bought just a couple pieces of paper, so I don't necessarily have any embellishments to go with them, so I just use the embellishments like from my stash. Like I keep, you know, like, that's a funky looking R. Yes, it is, Debbie. It reads as an R though. Like if I look at that, I see the word interview, but it is a funky looking R. I will be total in agreement with you there. So, sorry, the only time I don't work out of, say, the, whatchamacall, like if I happen to like a piece of paper, but, so that's like, I don't normally keep my wood veneer right here. I just had it out because I was making up a bunch of kits and I just haven't put necessarily everything away. So I'm going to go ahead and add. Now these are from the dollar store. My friend Crystal gave them out as kind of a little gift at a crop I went to. Oh my gosh, like so much of what I'm working with in this kit, on this layout is stuff I got from different crops that I've been to, because all the scrappy ladies are super generous. Can I turn the E so it connects? Yeah, okay, yep, I can. Give me a second. You know what it is? I started sliding things over because they're just a little too far, and then I stopped. Oh, you meant this one. Yeah. I might have to go back and add some liquid glue if that starts moving again. We'll see. I went wrong E. Yeah, I think that looks okay. Alrighty, so stars next. Alright, so I should probably talk about what this layout is about since I'm almost done with it. The summer program my nephew is at right now, 300 kids were invited to interview, and then they picked 75 to be part of the program. And you had to write an essay and then go for an interview. In order to get in, and I told my nephew he had to dress up. And he was just gonna wear like school pants and casual businessy type shirt, like a sport button-down shirt. And I said, no, you have to wear actual nice things, like a nice sweater and actual dress pants and actual, he was gonna wear like his what he calls his nicer sneakers. And I said, no, you have to wear your concert shoes. And my housemate calls me laughing as they're leaving, and she's like, she not only complimented him, you know, obviously he did well in the interview. They actually offered him one of the spots during the interview, and she said she never does this, but she really, really wanted him in the program. He'd actually gotten the same offer from another college. So I'm trying to think if I want this third one. I think it might be just too much. Or I could put it over by here. So here's where my journaling is going to be, I think. Here, if I do this, I think I like that. I'm gonna audition that while I clean up a little bit and tell you the rest of the story. Okay, so she calls me, she's like, they offered us the place on the spot because they really wanted him to take it, and then she's like laughing, she's like, not only did she mention how she appreciated the fact that he dressed up, but she actually wrote it down like in the interview thing. My nephew said he could read it upside down. He's like, yeah, she actually wrote down dressed nice for the occasion. So yeah, so I just wanted to write that down. How about dressing for the part you want actually can help you get the part you want. Not that, you know, I'm not one for super casual. I totally am. But sometimes you gotta go beyond that. All right. I'm thinking yes on the third flare. I think I like it. Okay. So I think I'm gonna go for, oh no, this is just here, so I'll just grab it. The thing with these is they're kind of slightly too big for the actual flare. I mean, they're fine for behind the photos and everything, but for flare, they're just slightly too big. And it kind of annoys me if they stick out, if I leave them whole. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, no, I mean, he was, at the time, he was 17, and that's just normal teenager thing. You know, I think unless you're going to the prom, you have like zero interest in actually dressing up for anything. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. And as I said, I am not going to do the journaling on here because if you thought me writing the word interview was boring, ha ha ha, that's nothing compared to writing actual more than one word. All right, I think I'm going to finish off with some Heidi Swap Gold Color Shine, which is right here, but I have things in front of it, which I don't normally have. So normally my laptop is not over here. I just have it so I can see the chat. And it's funny because people were asking if you have Heidi's Font Gold Color Time, it has been discontinued. And someone in one of the Facebook groups was talking about there was a circle around it. And the reason being is you have to make sure you're shaking it. You have to make sure you're getting the ball inside there to really, really mix it well. You really want to shake it for a while. So I apologize for the obnoxious noise, but that's the way to make it work. Alrighty. That was a pretty quick layout. I mean, obviously I haven't done the journaling, so there is that. Oh, I drifted on my thingy. My mat. I use the word thingy, like, a lot. Like, to the point where my coworkers are like, I don't know, Rachel, would that be considered a thingy? So it's kind of like a little joke. It's fine. They're not being mean about it. They're just, you know, poking. Oh, I was going to say before, I had a meeting today at work, and they mentioned something. They want to create a newsletter for something, and they're like, so if anyone wants to use their creative skills, and my supervisor like whips her head around to me. I'm like, no. A, I'm busy. And B, I don't consider making a computer letter talking about what's going on in the immunization world to be super creative. That's what I do for my job. I work in children's immunizations. It's also the reason I don't talk about my job on the internet for the most part. Because, you know what? If you have certain feelings towards immunizations, I don't want to hear it. Okay, so one layout down. We are at 6:21. I've got about 40 minutes, so I can do another layout if everyone's up for that, or if you want to stick around and watch another layout. I will start poking around. So I don't want to do another one-page layout. Not one page. I don't have time to do a double-page layout, but I don't want to do another one-photo layout. So let me see what I've got going on. That is 2 photos. That is 1 photo. That is 2 photos, but that one is going to take too long. What we got here? That is 1. All right, you want to see me? Here's me. I am 8 years old. Yes, and I've just gotten a perm because it was 1986. And that's the only time in my entire life that I have been tan. We had just come back from a vacation to Florida, and I got a tan. That's a 1-1. That's one that's going to be way too emotional. That's a 2-page layout. Like I said, I don't have time for that. 2-page layout. It's a 1 photo layout. I made a ton of kits, as I said at the beginning. So, little page kits. All right, here we have 1-page layout, 2 photos. Pretty simple. I've got almost everything already worked out. So now I just need to get it out. And then I will tell you a funny story of a dumb thing I did. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Plus it's pink and it's not about my nephew. And I'm in the photo. So there you go. Alright, what are people saying here? Aw, another layout would be nice. Okay, cool. Yay. Yeah. Yeah, Kim, we're not talking about politics. Okay, so like I said, so I watch a lot of Nicole Jones' page kit put together, so I kind of modeled my page kits after what she does with hers. So I took wax paper and I took, you know, things I thought would work well. And then I have these 2 things and I'll explain what those are. I have some, so this line is I Love Crafting by Echo Park. It is from 2018, so it is a more recent layout, more recent line, but I only bought some paper. No, wait, did I buy this one? My friend Deb gifted me she gifted all of us actually at this crop with some crafting themed papers. But I don't remember which one she did. Because there are two recent, and I have them both, obviously, because she gave me one and I bought the other. Only now I can't find it, of course. Did I go past it? Everything is so organized, and yet I can't find... Oh, there it is. I had to put it on top. Sorry, y'all can't see anything I'm doing, so it's probably like the most boring thing on the planet for you. Okay, no. So I bought this one. I just bought a couple sheets of paper. She gifted us with I'd Rather Be Crafting, which is also from Echo Park. It's their previous year's crafting line. But as I was saying, with this one, I bought it, and I only bought a couple pieces of paper because a lot of the actual embellishments were themed not towards scrapbooking. And since I don't knit and I don't sew and I don't embroider, I didn't necessarily need a ton of embellishments themed to that theme. So what I did instead was I just bought a couple pieces of paper where I could use the B-sides or trim out the pieces that are scrapbooking related for the A-sides, and then go ahead and use embellishments from my stash, because obviously I have a ton of them that are didn't go with a particular line, or in that particular line I had already used up all the paper, so all that was left was the embellishments, and I knew I could pull from that. Give me 1 second, I'm just going to take a sip of water, because I've been talking for a while now, and it's rather warm in here, I will not lie. So, I know I talk about my nephew a lot, I'm sorry. All I do is go to work and come home, and so my life is pretty boring. So it's either that or talk about, hey, I made a scrapbooking page, but I talk about that all the time. So he got his midterm grades for his summer program, and he's doing pretty well. He's iffy on the math, but he's always going to be iffy on the math. It's not his milieu to speak the French, so just one of those things. But everything else is going really well, and he's enjoying it. It's giving him a really good perspective of what college is really like. It has clarified for him he has zero interest in living in a dorm. So, because he's going to live at home to save money. Okay, so at the crop, the woman who runs it, she had like a little bag with some goodies in it, and she had made this paper piecing, I always say piercing, I mean piecing, of the scissors, and it says what her company is called. And then my friend Nancy made these for everyone and then gave us spa socks. So I wanted to use those on here. I almost never remember to actually use stuff like that on the page. It's for, excuse me, I'm hiccuping and not hiding it very well. So funny story, as I was putting these page kits together, I wanted to cut these stickers off, and I actually went and picked up these paper of the scissors rather than my actual scissors, because I'm a dummy sometimes. All right, so I have these two photos of the group of us. I belong to an online group of scrapbookers, and these are ladies from, well, one's from California, but she was visiting family in New Jersey. The rest are from New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York, Connecticut, New Hampshire. No, wait, was New Hampshire represented here? No. There was one from Texas, and then Virginia. Yes, Virginia. Okay. So, we're actually having a private one where it's just us ladies from the group in end of September. And then I know a couple of them are going to We Create, which is being put on by Scrapbook Generation. Yes, dorm living can be great. My nephew is an only child who has never shared a room, and he's also not one for loudness, and he said the dorm is always loud, and he doesn't appreciate that. So I wanted to use this as a background piece, and then just use this either as a card, or I liked this side as well. But I don't know if I like that side on that, so we'll have to think on that. But I'm gonna go ahead and get, no, not knocking dorm living at all, just not something he has an interest in. So anyway, that's, he got his midterm grades today. So that was the discussion surrounding today, because, you know, when he does want to text, it's, you know, whatever he wants to text about. Typical teenage stuff. You know, I'm sure all of you, know either from personal experience, being a teenager, or from, having one. I'm going to do something I don't normally do. I'm going to go back in, but no, I don't see anything else in that line. It's kind of funny because normally I complain about lines not having enough multicolor papers in them, especially Pink Fresh Studio. They'll have like one page with all the colors on it, and then everything else is tone on tone pink, tone on tone aqua, tone on tone yellow, and I like to mix in my my multicolors. This particular line, almost everything is multiple colors, and I need more of a tone on tone. So I just pulled this. It happened to be sitting right inside my armoire that I hold things in. It is from Maggie Holmes Shine, and I think what I'm going to do is just chunk a big piece and have it be a very loose mat on both of my photos. Let's see how big I can make this. Oh, I cut a little too low. And then I forget that I need to turn. Oh my gosh. I am punching 1,000 here today. So on Thursday, I have my next Crafty Christmas in July video up. It is actually a 2-page layout. So for those of you who appreciate that, that will be up on Thursday. And then on Saturday, I should have another video up. I think I want to go low. Maybe off to the side. Ooh, I think I like that. Yes. And then, yeah, we actually grabbed, she has like a big pair of like fake scissors, and we actually like grab it, and then we're on a rock and we have a piece of paper, and I'm not even kidding, we totally did that on purpose, because it's, paper, rock, scissors, because we're all dorks. We are all very, very much in the dork family. Yes, indeed, do. I think if I tuck it like that, you can still tell that it's scissors. Yes. Yep, I like that. I think I do. The mat's a little big. I might trim the mat down a little bit. But I think I like that. Okay. Just kind of taking a look at what I've got available. That's why I kind of picked the We Are So Cool, because, you know, this, sarcastically, I'm trying to say the word facetiously, not working out that great. Let's start getting some stuff down. All right, who's watching? Because it says there's 14 watching. Now, I'm one because I'm watching to watch the things. So if you haven't said hi, just say hi. I promise. I won't stalk you. Right, I think I'm going to have to trim this down. So, or do I want it bigger? Sometimes the decisions are like smack dab, let's do it. And sometimes it's like the world will end if I make this mat too small. No, I kind of like it big. I think I'm going to keep it big. Okay, we're going to do it. We're going to press down on the photo. There we go. We're good. Yeah, the pictures are hilarious. The pictures that I'm not showing you are actually more hilarious, but they are kind of like, you know, certain stuff stays at the crop. Let's just say some of the ladies are sitting on the rock. Some of the ladies had a little trouble getting up on the rock. Not some, but I'm not going to specify there because that would be rude. So, let's just say hilarity was had by all trying to get up on that rock. And then I'm thinking maybe I should ink. I think I'm going to ink before I put that down. Let's see. I think I want to go with Hickory Smoke, which is usually what I go with. Of course, it helps if I actually... Yeah, I use Hickory Smoke so much that I actually had to go and buy the re-inker for the little cube because it was so dry. I was like, you know, like stabbing it to try to get any ink out of it whatsoever. Hi, Carolyn. Carolyn, I know you, right? Like, am I crazy? But that name sounds very familiar. But I've been doing this now for almost an hour. It's very hot and I'm tired. So I apologize if I met you and I'm just spacing. Or I apologize if I think I met you and I'm thinking of someone else. Because both of those things could totally happen. Okay. Yes, Anne, absolutely. And I know you're thinking it might be a specific group of ladies, especially from a specific region of the US, and you would be correct in thinking that. That only makes sense to Anne, so no worries if you think I'm being weird. It happens. Okay. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to put this sticker that says My Girls right here because I'm going to try to disguise this. Oh, but it's going to need extra glue. Yes, okay, I'm not crazy. You made the tags with the chocolate, am I right? Because I still have that. I've got Forever Fall. Well, I also have the chocolate. I ate that. But I've got my Simple Stories Forever Fall stuff. Yeah, it's from Carolyn. So I kept the tag you made. Carolyn made these little tags. And then she made the little Hershey Treasures, a sleeve of those. And I had to hide them from teenagers who can ferret out chocolate like nobody's business, let me tell you. Okay, so I think I'm going to bring... These are from these little felt... Oh, someone's car alarm is going off. That's super fun in a live video. Now, I will tell you randomly that Archie may start barking. He is used to country life, and I live more in an urban setting. So, just to be aware, if that continues to go on, he may start to bark. I live in an urban setting, but not in such that someone's car was being stolen. It's just, I think someone's having an issue. Oh wow, that's super awesome. Gotta love live video. Alright, so I am going to add "We Are So Cool" down here. And then over here I have this other one that says "Hello Friend," and it's the same style. So I'm going to do that over here. And then I'm going to add the pink one, whoopsie, up here. Yep, I like that. Add a little dimension. And then, so there's navy up here in that, which is why I added this particular button. So I'm going to add that down there. And then I'm going to add the aqua up here. And then the yellow over here. Okay, we're doing good. Now I don't always have to use everything I have on the one I do, but in this case I think I just might. So I think I like that down there, and then I like this car so very much. Oh, I like it right there on top of the word peep. There we go. Okay, I need to think of a title. Normally I've done my title by now, but I am having an issue thinking of a title. I mean, I've got Crocopalooza on that, but you really can't see it all that much. So, do I have anything in that dark pink? I might. I tend to go more for the neutrals, but I've got this and this. I just don't know what I have left in it. Ah! Got that. And then the slightly bigger, slightly pinker. I think I like the smaller ones better. And this is more like darker pinker, and that's more medium pink. Quilt block. See, I don't do anything that has to do with sewing. Yeah, that is a total true story. True story. I don't know if I've told this before, probably, because, you know, I make fun of myself all the time. When I was in 7th grade, you did a rotation every term of the different home economic-y type things. So you did a term of computer stuff, you did a term of cooking, you did a term of some sort of woodworking or mechanical something or other, and then you did a term of sewing. And after I broke a 3rd machine, no idea how, I was told, I think you should by the teacher that she thinks I should concentrate on my hand sewing, and so I like sewed buttons on 2 pieces of fabric for the rest of the term. True story. Alright, so I can't really think of anything super fun. I'm just gonna say, oh, I was just gonna go simple, and then something popped in my head. No, I'm just gonna go simple because, okay, there's no way I've used a J. And I think what I'm going to end up doing is pulling out a label sticker, label thing for my journaling, rather than, originally I was thinking about using one of the cards, but there are no journaling ones on here, and everything is so big. I could put that right there. I'm gonna see if I like that or not. Kind of tuck it behind. So actually, if I do that, I'm gonna need to, you know, I'm okay. I'm not planning on using the polka dots as a background piece, so I'm okay going ahead and chopping it up even if I don't use it. But I think I'd like to bring more teal into there anyways. All right, so for those of you who joined in later, oh, I'm gonna have to pull this up. Oh gosh, I use liquid glue because I'm a dummy. Well, not really. I mean, it's okay if it rips because I'm just gonna glue it back down. Well, I could make it, I could cut it down. And I'm gonna cut it down and then not use it all because it looks stupid now. Okay, it does, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take off the words and trim it out. But I'll leave the teal around it. And that way you still get the teal. And I often talk about this is, you know, it's your stuff. Use what makes sense to you, because you know people are like, what do I do with these giant die cuts and stuff? And a lot of times I cut them apart, I tuck them behind if I know I'm never going to use it as a whole thing, but I like the edging. I'll just, you know, tuck it behind and use it that way. You know, as long as I'm using it so that it makes sense to me, might as well. Okay, see, and that's so much better. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so let me tape this down and then I'll add more glue. And then I'll finish my title. Well, the fact that you know what a quilt block is and how to put it together puts you about 10 light years ahead of me, Danielle, so there you go. Okay, yeah, I like that. There we go, and then add some more liquid glue. Pull this out a little bit though, because you can't really super read it. Whew, fixed it. See? Now, it was funny because last week I did mixed media, and someone was talking about how, like the next day in one of the groups, she was talking about how, you know, she messed it up totally, and you know, she wasn't any good at it, and like everyone's like, it's not perfect. It's art. You can't do perfect art. It doesn't work that way. And you just need to keep going, and you know, don't forget you're gonna put stuff on top of it. A lot of times, like, it looks bad until you start adding things to it, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh my gosh, this looks amazing. All right, we are almost done here. I do need to grab the label thingy, which are in here. And I have, like I said, I had to move some things to make room for my laptop, and they are sitting in front of where I keep all my labels. So let's see if I can do this without knocking everything to the floor. What color am I gonna look for? I think I like the blue because there's that blue there. I think that'll work. So this is from Ellie's Studio, and I tend to stock up on the labels when they have a sale. They'll have like a label grab bag sale, and so I will stock up on them because all of their labels are just rainbow color rectangles and squares. So I know what I'm getting in the grab bag. For those of you who, you know, aren't a fan of grab bags because you like to know what you're getting, you know, the LA Studio label grab bags are, shockingly enough, labels. Oh, that's okay, Jenny. A, you can watch the replay, or B, you can just see that I haven't really done all that much. All right, so that's where my journaling is going to go. Once again, not going to do it on camera, and then I'm just going to spread some enamel dots, and I think I will be done. I've actually been scrapbooking quite a bit between the lives in July, and once I get into the swing of scrapbooking, I tend to have the ability to move really fast, so it's helpful in doing scrapbooking. Oh, ice cream truck. I don't know if you can hear that, but there is an ice cream truck. Oy vey, I swear. It's like, Rachel's going to do a video. Let's have everything in her neighborhood that possibly has ever made noise come on out and make noise. I'm just going to go ahead and use up all these enamel dots, because why not? I love enamel dots. I love scrapbooking, so why not use a lot of enamel dots on a page about scrapbooking? Oh, for those of you who watched my video last week, I made a bunch of mixed media panels. Not mixed, I just did watercolor. So I'll show you, I turned them all into cards. So I had done the watercolor, and then over that I used a stencil with some distress oxides. And then I just stamped a thank you. My nephew graduated. There are like 11 billion thank you cards to send out. So here's another one. I had used watercolors that had a lot of shimmer in them. And then once again, I used a stencil and went over it with distress oxide in, I want to say tumbled glass. It's all miscolored because I went over coloring. So this was chipped sapphire. And then this one I used Nouveau Mousse in like a lavender color. And then this one I used, I believe it's picked raspberry. Once again, with a stencil over watercolors. And then all the dots are made with Nouveau Drops. For some reason, this one got really pokey, but the rest of them turned out really nice. Another stencil, another picked raspberry, and then this one again is chipped sapphire. This is one where I made all of these and then realized I'd actually made 6 cards, not 7. Actually, I may have made 8. Oh, there's the other one. So I stamped all of these out, cleaned the stamp off, put it away, and then realized, oh crud, I had an extra card. So in case you were wondering what I did with the watercolor painting I did last week, I did in fact turn them, whoopsie, into cards. All right, so that is my video for today. As I said, Thursday I will have my Crafty Christmas in July video out. Don't forget to check out the other ladies. They're all releasing them on different days. You can check the description box in my Crafty Christmas videos to find links to all the other ladies. I think Teresa had her December daily up today. So here is the second layout I made about a crop I went to in New Jersey. And then here is the first layout I made about my nephew going to an interview. All right, ladies, thank you guys so much for joining me here. As I said, I'll be back on Thursday. I will hopefully be back on Tuesday. I mentioned in the beginning of the video, we are expecting a triple-digit heat wave starting like on Saturday or Sunday, and then continuing throughout the week. So I may postpone my last live in July to the beginning of August, just because it's actually quite difficult to be here in no air conditioning. My air conditioning unit is actually in the dining room, which is the room I'm scrapbooking in. So, you know, I can't have it on while I'm scrapbooking. It would be way too loud. So if it's too hot in here, I will just postpone it, and I will put a post up on YouTube saying I'm going to postpone my last one, and I'll give you the date. All right, that is going to be it for me. Have a lovely evening, everyone. Hopefully you're enjoying some scrapbooking time at some point. All right, folks, thanks again so much for joining me. If you could flick me a thumbs up, that would be super awesome, because someone's been going around and giving me thumbs down lately, and it's a little disconcerting. I just wish you would either have to leave a comment saying why you're thumbs downing it, or you would have to like attach your name. If you're gonna give a thumbs down, I think you should have to say who you are. I know it's something against me, it could be anything, but it's just, aw, I work hard, come on. All right, folks, if you could flick me a thumbs up, that would be super great. Have a great evening, everyone. Bye.